is Don Filial. I'm Vice President of Business Development for Fontaine Modification Company. At Fontaine, we are a leader in truck engineering services and upfit for commercial trucks. Our customers are typically either the buyers of trucks or the dealers or OEMs who build and sell the trucks. Our strength in this is that we have a real good engineering services group so that we can design things and satisfy those needs that customers have. And the niche that we fill is anything that the customer needs and the OEM does not provide. So that's our strength, and that's what takes us to market.
Jeff Kolner, Operations Director for Kenworth Operations. Here in Chillicothe, the primary OEM we serve is Kenworth, their Class 8 plant. There's 3 models being built over there primarily, a T680, a T880, and a W990. And that's probably, that model makeup probably represents 80% of what they manufacture on the Class 8 side. We do a lot of different upfitting here, from things as simple as installing cameras, APUs, collision avoidance. We also do a lot of wet kits, blowers, pumps for different kind of applications. Some refuse, oil and gas type applications as well. For instance, on this T880 behind me, we installed a power takeoff unit on this truck, as well as did some other things to prep her for kind of corrosion, a camera system, and some other light modifications. Certainly the number of locations we have and where they're strategically located at each OEM is a big help as far as keeping down logistical costs, as well as minimizing time in the upfitting stage. It's also more cost effective in the freight channel. Yeah, the thing I like about this facility is kind of the diverse workforce we have as far as abilities and capabilities.
We have 10 employees, 10 technicians working out in the shop, and we're fortunate in that a lot of these people came to us when we acquired this facility. So they came over from the company who owned this facility and operated it before, ProBuilt. So a lot of those people stayed on with us, and we're really fortunate because they're highly trained technicians. And typically, these people understand how to do different aspects on the truck, whether it's heavy truck installing an axle, a lift axle on the rear, or installing electronics on board the cab of the truck. So they get a good range of experiences while they're here, and then as we go, we make sure we retain them by making a competitive salary, and of course treating people right, and then trying to bring the right people in. When we hire, we try to make sure we bring the right people who want to do this kind of work and pay competitively to do it. We're fortunate because a lot of the employees that are in the area have generations of family that have worked for the Kenworth operation behind us here. So that means that you've got a good culture of people who understand trucks, like to work on trucks, and that provides almost a better drawing pool for us when we look for talent than we would see in some of the bigger cities.
We also have a wide range of things we can do here. We are looking to expand on that into kind of more highly engineered solutions in the coming months. For example, we offer a dual steering solution for the K370 cab over truck for primarily for a street sweeper or street striper application.
For decades, we're installing heavy things, heavy axles, heavy equipment, some modifications inside the cabs, auxiliary power units. But in recent times in our different locations, we've had lots of requests for electrified vehicles or to assist in the electrification of vehicles. We're not a battery electric provider ourselves, but we have helped provide the avenue to market for several. And we've installed battery electric systems on board vehicles as small as a Ford Transit, and we've installed them on bigger trucks up to mid-sized trucks. But most recently, we've worked more with companies like Hyzon, who's working on a fuel cell type product, and we're helping them package that, do the engineering work to get it into the chassis of a big Class 8 truck so it can run cross country. So that fuel cell technology, we're working on the very ground floor with that company to engineer it into trucks, and hopefully we'll get to install it into trucks for them later on once it becomes proven. Then there's a company in Texas, Hylian, who we've worked with to produce a chassis that can be their Hypertruck, and that's their term for the product. We've helped on some of the early engineering as well as helping them retrofit parts into the truck to turn it into the Hypertruck. As we move toward an electrified future, if that's what's coming at us down the road, we're playing the part in this equation of how does the new technology get into the marketplace and how can it serve the public until the big OEMs decide which product they're going to pull within the factories. So at this point, when the path forward may not be totally clear, a lot of different paths are being explored. And we're helping those companies do that. And then for a period of time, I'm sure we'll be installing the final solutions until the OEMs pull them within each factory.